Alright guys, I know I just made a video about this, but reading through the just the text of the bill, right? This is not assumptions from other people, this is not anything else. It just keeps getting more ridiculous. Alright, so this is still House Bill 2957, Pennsylvania. Alright? So their definition of an incident is an event or condition which constitutes an actual or imminent threat to public health and safety, public or private property, or the economic well-being of the community. So those are the situations that for which this Penncorps can be called upon. All right, subsection Penncorps, right? Establishment. The Penncorps is established as the state defense force of this Commonwealth. Penncorps is established as the state defense force of this Commonwealth. Pretty sure we had National Guard. All right, membership. The Penncorps shall be comprised of members who meet the following requirements. Now, I want to remind you that you have to be a member of Penncorps to buy ammo, right? So this is all tied to gun rights and everything else, but these are ridiculous. So you have to be a member to be able to buy ammo in the state of Pennsylvania. That's the point of this bill. All right? So, membership. The Penncorps shall be comprised of members who meet the following requirements. According to this, you have to meet all of these requirements. Have been a Pennsylvania resident for at least the last 12 consecutive months. So no rights for you unless you've lived in PA for 12 months. Have no unpaid state fines or penalties. Are a current or retired volunteer firefighter. If the potential member is an applicant residing in a municipality where the option is available. It's saying that to be a member of Penncorps, you have to be a volunteer firefighter or you don't get the right to buy ammo. What the hell does being a volunteer firefighter have to do with shooting? Next one. Have passed the appropriate physical and psychological tests within 60 days of membership approval as determined by the Penncorps Oversight Committee. This sounds like a B-rated supervillain movie. So, the appropriate physical and psychological tests. Doesn't say what those are, just that they're appropriate. So we're just gonna go ahead and believe that right off the bat. All right, so those are the requirements and the benefits. The following benefits shall be given to each member of Penncorps. A tax-exempt monthly stipend. 2 points towards civil service test for each year of Penncorps service. Tuition assistance, student loan assistance, home ownership assistance. Free training and professional development on topics including implicit bias, cultural competency, dispute resolution, and any other topics the Penncorps Oversight Committee find necessary. They're talking about brainwashing. They're talking about this is what the information we deem necessary for you, so you're going to get this training. Holy crap. And self-defense training. So, guys, read the bill. Read the bill. This is insane. All right, so the duties. The duties of the members shall include the following. Acting as a substantive alternative or complement to traditional police environment. Acting as a substantive alternative or complement to traditional police involvement. They're talking about creating a what essentially is a new police force in Pennsylvania who operates under direct oversight from the people we'll talk about, but they are potentially an alternative to the police. So, jeez. Assisting with public health and community safety efforts, including contact tracing. This is a thing. This is in a law that they're trying to get passed. Contact tracing, violence prevention, youth engagement and mentorship, mental health and wellness interventions, focus, deference, and group violence intervention, substance abuse disorder work, grief counseling, trauma-informed care in areas including schools and court systems, emergency assistance during natural and man-made disasters. Any other assistance the committee and department find necessary to enhance the well-being and quality of life for all Pennsylvanians. Any other assistance the committee and department find necessary to enhance the well-being and quality of life for all Pennsylvanians. What does being a volunteer firefighter have to do with any of this? It's comical. All right. So, who is the Penncorps Oversight Committee? So, Penncorps Oversight Committee shall be comprised of the following members: the director of the agency or a designee who shall serve as the chairman of the committee. Then lists others, right? State Fire Commissioner, Director of Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Department of Health, 3 representatives, each from the Career Fire Services, 3 County Emergency Management Area Directors, and it goes through talking about the creation of the committee. Appointments. Each member shall be appointed by the director of the agency, and the appointment shall be based on recommendations from the organizations and associated represented. So these are appointed positions. There's no vote. There's nothing like that. Terms of office. Members shall serve a term of 2 years and may be appointed for subsequent terms. This is appointment for life, essentially. Duties of committee. The committee shall do all the following. They've got to hold meetings, develop appropriate physical and psychological testing requirements for Penncorps members. Appropriate, again, that word, and they develop it. This is force shaping. All right, this is force shaping. Because you say that the appropriate test is XYZ. Well, what if X, because it's appropriate, and they say, well, do you believe in God? Just go broad spectrum. They develop it. It's not an outside test. It's not a standardized test. They develop it. Decide upon the tax-exempt stipend for Penncorps service members. Now they're using the word service members. They Army, Navy, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard, Girl Scouts. How are they service members? That's a scary and very specific term. They decide on the pay. They decide on how much they and the people within the organization are going to get paid, which comes from Pennsylvania tax dollars. Okay? It's not like in the military where I am a service member, right? My pay is decided by Congress, not a committee of self-appointed and appointing within it. Whoa. Yeah, so those are the big things I wanted to read. Guys, read the bill in its entirety. It's crazy. It literally sounds like they're creating a Gestapo force. All right, a law enforcement division separate from existing law enforcement to do whatever the committee thinks is good, whatever they think is right. It sounds terrifying. Write your elected officials, tell them you do not agree with this. All right, this is so scary. So I wasn't gonna make this video again right off the bat, but it had to be made, and it's terrifying and comical, and this cannot pass. Okay, for Pennsylvanians, and then for everyone, for Americans, like, this is wrong. It shouldn't happen. So, thank you very much for watching. Please share the crap out of this video. And I'll talk to you next time on 3 Cups.